Stellar. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here today, and I hope that this pick a card reading will be fun and interesting, lighthearted. I've never done this topic before, but I've seen it around, and I thought, this would be just a fun little topic to do, just a nice little, I don't know, feel good one. What would your first kiss be like? With a specific person or in general? So when I framed this question to my guides, I was like, hey, let's give both scenarios. Some people might be wondering who their first kiss is in general, like what it would be like. Or some of you might be wondering about a specific person. What would it be like if you kissed them? Of course, I encourage you to use realistic scenarios, of a person, because it's going to be a little bit more accurate probably. So don't choose like your, teacher, professor, celebrities. I don't know. You can if you want to, just for fun, but like, obviously it probably won't come true. Okay, so just keep yourself grounded and realistic here. But yeah, I thought this would be fun. Well, maybe for celebrities it would be fun. You can just pick different celebrities for different groups and imagine. But anyway, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. We have 4 different groups: 1, 2, 3, and 4. I encourage you to use your intuition to tune in. Like I said, you can do 1 pile per person, or just go with whatever feels good to you, what feels intuitively right to you, and the timestamps will be down below. I wish all of you that are watching right now and listening right now to have a blessed and happy day, and know that you are wonderful. So, I'll see you in your reading. Hello there. If you chose group number 1 with this labradorite ring, this is your reading. So I'm going to put on my finger and we will get started. Just cleanse the area and let's see. What would your first kiss be with the person on your mind? Or what would your first kiss in general be like? So we've got Burning Man, Collective Power, Supreme Prayer, 3 of Cups and Celebration, the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Well, one thing that I want to say about the setting of a kiss would be that probably you haven't seen this person in quite some time. Perhaps you've never met them at all, in fact, or there's been a long period of separation. I do feel like there could be some sort of party or celebration, certainly with the Burning Man card. We also have 26, so that could be an important number, 9 as well. So the 3 of Cups makes me think that there could be a friendliness there. There could be drinking or party, like I said, celebration. This could be a friend. I do feel the sense of there being a gathering, and I do also feel that during your first kiss or whatever, you would step outside or sort of go to a secluded place, because the Hermit there. I do feel like you're emotionally connected to this person, and they're very much attracted to you. I think there's a good mutual energy. The one thing I like about seeing the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here is that these are compatible energies. Earth and water go well together, because in astrology, as an example, what happens with earth and water signs? Well, they make a sextile to each other, right? Just like fire and air. So they're complementary, So I do feel like that both of you vibe very well. And I do feel like you would feel emotionally content about the kiss, for sure. I think that this person would be thoughtful and patient, kind with it. I feel like they would be quite sensual as well. The King of Pentacles is quite a sensual individual, Earth, it kind of reminds me of like Taurus and Venus, so like Venusian type of energy. Very like sort of maybe like slightly seductive in a way. In an earthy way, though. I feel like this is a person who would definitely cater to your emotional needs, and I do feel like you, in general, and by the way, I know I'm kind of reading it a certain way, don't assume genders, by the way, when I'm reading this. It's my intuitive kind of thing here, and I have my own like spread set up, so just don't think I'm like framing one as a man and one as a woman. That's not what I'm doing at all. I just have my own kind of setup here for this reading. So, and gender is not important. So yeah, so we have the Hermit. Almost makes me wonder too if afterward there would be a separation or something like that too, though, after that. But I do feel strongly that the majority of you would find that you were separated from this person, or out of contact, or you haven't met them yet, or something along those lines. So I wonder in some way if some of you are asking about somebody from far away, or at a distance. The Hermit, though, like I said, I feel like there would be a celebration going on. You guys would sneak off and find your moment. And like I said, the energies are quite complementing each other. Like, I think that you guys flow well together. And that would be, like, obviously beneficial. Now, one moment. Let me just grab a deck here. I'm going to shuffle a bit if I can get to it. Let's see. Group number one's first kiss. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's interesting, actually, there with the Hermit, because maybe this kind of signifies that the person that you're going to kiss, as an example, might be a bit different, or maybe the situation is a bit different than what you expected, as an example, right? I think that especially for those of you that are maybe asking about a first kiss, we might find that we have certain expectations, especially if you have certain placements in astrology that can make you more of a dreamer. Like, I feel like for me, having a lot of Neptune, like Neptune contacts, especially with Venus or the moon, Mercury maybe even, could really, lend to somebody to have quite a romantic mindset. And I don't mean romantic in the sense of romance, but like kind of like idealistic at times, or kind of daydreamy. So make sure that you're keeping an open mind with the situation as well. Because maybe there's something about the situation that will be a little bit different than what you normally would expect. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So make sure, again, with codependency and that keep an open mind, make sure that you're kind of staying open to the situation. And you're not codependent maybe on previous ideas about what to expect or how it would go, that sort of thing. This also, for some of you, might signify, especially if you already are asking about somebody that you might be kind of lightheartedly going into this, or maybe perhaps one of you is a little bit more connected than the other. One of you might be a little bit more expectant on the results of the relationship or the kiss, like what it could produce, whereas the other one might be a little bit more lighthearted when it comes to that. So just keep that in mind, especially if you know who this is, because it might be that one of you builds more expectations than the other. Now, it could go vice versa, right? This is a general reading, so keep that in mind. I would say on your end, definitely keep an open mind on the expectation as well. With codependency as well, describing the kiss in general, I mean, I think that there would be a sort of, do we have unrequited love? Well, okay. There's a good chance, and I know I'm going to get a lot of dislikes for this, but let's just be real. I can't lie about what's here on the table. But with unrequited love coming out in the Hermit, there is a good chance that although it's a good time and it's a nice kiss, that it won't lead really anywhere further down the line. Like, it won't really result in a permanent relationship. Okay, so for those of you that are asking about, like, maybe somebody in particular, do know that, like, it may not go anywhere with that person. That's just me being real. I don't want to lie to you. The Hermit is actually a card of celibacy, and so this kind of confirms that kind of vibe. And there's a good chance that this relationship wouldn't actually go anywhere after a kiss. But I think it could be good at the moment, and it would be enjoyable, and it would be fitting. I feel like you guys would make a good pair, a good match, that sort of thing. But again, I do feel like maybe one of you is a little bit more into the other than the other person is. So again, for some of you, you might find that it's you. I'll tell you a story. I don't even want to tell this story, never mind. Sometimes you might not end up liking what you get out of a situation, so keep that in mind. So it doesn't have to be that you're being rejected here. It might be that you kind of get into a moment and you realize, I don't know about this person. You know what I mean? So it can go either way. But yeah, Hopefully this reading won't piss anyone off, because that's just what I'm seeing, honestly. But I encourage you to like make sure that you're choosing the right pile, of course, and don't shoot the messenger. But anyway, I hope that this reading was interesting for you. I think it's a learning experience, perhaps, too, by the way. The Hermit can indicate like a deep learning and getting more to know about yourself. And how can you do that without experiencing things and reflecting upon them? So there's a good chance that this kiss could actually give you a lot to reflect on and about what you desire. And maybe you might find for some of you that what you thought you wanted didn't really match your expectations or your long-term desires. Okay? So, yep, that's what I've got. I hope that you all have a very, very blessed day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 2 here with this onyx ring, this is your reading. So let's go and find out what your first kiss with this person, or maybe a person, maybe your first kiss in general, what will it be like? So let us see. We have secret seances, spirit world, messages, assistance, and memories. Very interesting card. Number 15. So we have number 15, I mean, sorry. Jeez, number 5. I like looked at the 5, and yeah, we have Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. Well, I love seeing 2 Pentacle cards, court cards here, because this does lend me to believe that this will be a very compatible moment. I feel like there might be that one of you has a little bit more experience than the other. There also could be an age gap. But generally, I feel like there's a lot of good here in terms of compatibility. I apologize for the rooster, if you can hear that. There's a really nice compatibility between the two of you. And I do feel like with the Ace of Cups, it shows a very tender and sweet moment, very kind, very giving. I feel like it will be one that really just makes you feel good. I like this a lot better than group number 1, let me just tell you. I think it's really nice. Like, I feel like you guys are both going to really enjoy it. And it could very well be very wet with the Ace of Cups. The Secret Seance is an interesting card, because I remember when it first came out, when I was shuffling, I was like, what? And, you know, I'll be honest, I feel like, first of all, with the Spirit World message, there's a good chance that you're actually manifesting something that you've dreamed. The other thing that I do feel here, actually, that's going to be for the majority of you, is I do feel like this will be a spirit-led moment. What I mean is that I feel like you're led by your guides, sort of, to experience this moment. That there is something about it that's important for you to experience. This does not speak to the longevity of the relationship or how it will develop, but that you are meant to experience this moment. That there's a spiritual aspect to it. That there's a spiritual lesson to it. I feel like, especially if there's like a masculine and feminine, but don't get too caught up. One of you is going to initiate. And if it's, you know, with feminine and masculine, I would say that masculine would initiate. But again, I understand that we have all kinds of different gender, you know, we have, it's not, we're always working like this, right? So I don't want you guys to stick too hard to that, but it does feel like one's going to initiate while the other one will kind of accept, sort of. And I think, like I said, it's going to be a tender, sweet moment, and it has, I do feel like that there is a holding a promise for something to happen in the future. I think that both of you kind of come to it as, this is like one in which it doesn't feel like you guys are both like kind of like drunk and stupid. There's a responsibility here, there's a loyalty here, there is a sense of appreciation for the other person. It doesn't feel like, with group number 1, it felt like flingy stuff, you know what I mean? Kind of like, oh yeah, and it doesn't end up going anywhere. This doesn't feel that way. I feel like both of you kind of come into this kiss with the idea that you're already dedicated to that person in some way, on some level, which is very nice, right? Because it's kind of like showing that sort of loyalty. So it doesn't feel like it's a hookup or anything like that. So Spirit Guides, group number 2's this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So again, I feel like it's just confirming there that you already kind of know that this person's the one. They kind of already know that you're the one. Like, I feel like there are a lot of mutual feelings here, that there's mutual appreciation, and that in this moment especially, you realize that this is very special to you. But I have a good feeling that beforehand you'll already be aware. And with the memories popping up in the secret seances, again, I feel like you already have memories of this person. You already know them. This isn't like where you walk into like a club or, I don't know, whatever people do, and like, you know, just hook up with somebody or kiss somebody randomly. Like, you already know this person. Absolutely. And you've already kind of got your eyes on each other. Okay, so... And again, there's initiatory energy right here. Look at how he's grabbing her hand. Again, don't focus on the gender. But again, one will initiate. And what's cute here is we have like little cupids. Now, of course, I mean, let's be realistic. There are a lot of cupids in this deck. Well, maybe not in every card, actually. There's none in there. I think this goes along with the idea that there's a spiritual, like, kind of leading going on here. You're being led into this moment spiritually. So that's very beautiful, actually. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like chosen by God or whatever you believe in. It's like it's destined to happen. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a fact. I don't read these messages on the bottom, to be honest. I feel like that they're too narrow, so I rarely ever pay attention to them. But with finances and career, to me, that kind of confirms, well, first of all, this might be through work, or there might be some sort of, maybe this is at a work function. That could be pointing to the setting a bit, or that, you know, there's also this idea that perhaps there's a date going on, because finances makes you think of someone paying for someone, so this might be a traditional setting. I think, too, with finances and career, it kind of goes back to that earth energy of tradition. And so, again, I feel like there's a lot of traditional aspects to the first kiss. Again, like, I feel like you know each other, you have your eyes on each other, it's very sweet, it's kind of a moment where you open up, that sort of thing. And again, there are nice, good feelings here, and I feel like they develop steadily, too. Like, there's investment. Finances are something you invest. So again, I feel like that's spirit saying, hey, this is like an investing relationship. This is worth investing in. This is going to be something that's like spiritually guided. And that kiss is going to be very, like very beautiful, like I said. And is going to lead to something very beautiful as well. So, very, very nice reading. I'm wondering maybe if I should pick a little bit more at it. But I just have to say, like, very nice, very nice. I like this group. It might be my favorite. I don't know. I don't remember what's in the other groups that I've pulled out, but this one seems like a really nice first kiss with a person or in general. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? I'm like Grease. That's what I always think of when I get tell me more. Memory. Okay, wow, what the heck? Look at that. You know, this has memories in it. And then we get a card that has memory. There's a Leo symbolism here. Leo is connected to the 5th house in romance. So again, this is somebody that you're going to date. This is not, like I said, a fling. This is going to be someone that you date, that you have a romance with. Leo can also talk about children. So I do wonder if some of you know this person from childhood. Now, if you do not, okay, there's a good chance that this kiss could actually stir up some, like, sort of that feeling of nostalgia or memory. So it's almost like somebody you feel like you know. So even if you don't know them very well, and like maybe it's a new relationship that's blossoming, whoa, hold on. I just saw another thing. 15, 16. Now, I'm not a numerologist person. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I just don't know much about it. I know my life path is 9, and, you know, that's about all I know about it. But, when I see numbers that progress like this, and these are 2 different decks, right? You saw me shuffle. It tells me that there's progression in the connection, that this kiss is going to progress to something more, and that you will create memories with this person. Okay? Like steady memories. Like this first kiss leads to a relationship, is what it does. Or you're already in a relationship and it's going to go even further. So, beautiful messages for group number 2. Such a nice, sweet moment. And there's even a chance that there could be I love you shared, or something very kind, or an offering of some kind. Like, I think that there will be compliments flying around. It's going to be a very, very beautiful moment, and I think it will meet your expectations, to be honest, with the Ace of Cups, sorry. I almost said Nine of Cups. What the heck? Well, Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, right? So there we go. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, whatever. So we have that. And I really hope that this reading was fun and interesting for you. I hope it gave you some hope for your future connection, your future kiss. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take care, guys, and I will see you on the next reading. Have a blessed, blessed day. Hey guys, if you chose group number 3 with this little ring here, this is your reading. So, I'm going to put this one aside. I already put the other rings on my fingers, and I don't know if these are going to fit. Well, there we go. Anyway, this is your reading, so let's find out what your first kiss with this person on your mind, or in general, what will it be like, and what will happen. So we have astral travels, possible impossibility, freedom, traveler, inner dreams. Number 10. We also have the Six of Wands and the Devil and the Devil. Well, I'm just going to call out some of you. I think some of you might be asking about an impossible person. So raise your hand if you're asking about a celebrity for fun, or about somebody who's totally kind of out of your reach, because there might be, that might be showing up here a little bit. And if that's showing up here, it might be Spirit saying, hey, okay, I'm going to give you something, but it might not be realistic, okay? So keep that in mind. This feels a little bit dreamy, okay? Now, on the other hand here, we have possible impossibility. And so, to me, that kind of represents the idea that this is almost nearly impossible to produce, this kiss. That perhaps circumstances between the two of you are very difficult. The Devil came out twice. Now, I can tell you what that means in the context of a first kiss. It means that likely your first kiss would lead to something heavier and hotter. Okay, so it's probably going to lead to something a little bit more. It won't be just that chaste kiss that results in, you know, okay, bye, see you next time, you know, or I'll call you, or whatever, I don't know, happens during first, yeah, anyway, I've been married for like ever, so, and I've only been with my husband, so I don't really have a whole lot of experience on what that's like, but, how that works with first kisses, but, yeah, like, this one feels to me like it goes farther than that, like, it's gonna be like, we kiss and then we, you know, you know, do something more. And so I would say that this first kiss is likely to turn very sexual, okay? I feel like that there's a lot of desire on both sides as well, so like strong, passionate desire. I'm picking up that some of you will have like strong Pluto with this person, or strong Mars aspects, like where the passion levels are really high. There's probably double whammy Mars going on, or they're touching something about your Mars. There's definitely like a strong attraction here, a magnetic, like kind of like, oof, you know, where you just want to take it far. The Devil, especially, like I said, context is important of the question. The Devil can be a nasty card, but not in this case. It's more implying that there will be a hookup. Okay, so yeah. Now, again, this could also be talking about the fact that with the possible impossibility, and the idea that perhaps in freedom is interesting too, because the Devil always implies that there are chains and like difficulties in a situation, like you're chained to something, or you're held back by something detrimental. So it makes me wonder if there are a lot of complications or kind of setbacks here. To the connection, or to coming together. For some of you, this might not, like I said, be very realistic. You may be asking about someone you can only dream about. Literally like a celebrity. Now, again, we have traveler. So for some of you, that you might be asking about somebody in a faraway place, or, you know, it's hard for you guys to see each other. Like, this meeting wouldn't be easy, you know. But I would say that things will progress pretty hot and heavy with your first kiss with this person, or in general. Okay, so I would expect that you could expect some fireworks and some, you know what, going on. That's a very clear message for me. And if you feel like you wouldn't do that on a first, kiss situation, well, then perhaps you've chosen the wrong pile, or you're going to do things you never thought you'd do because the synastry is so hot. Okay. The Six of Wands, I feel like that's another one that makes me feel like for some of you, you're asking about a celebrity with the Six of Wands. There might be, well, first of all, some of you might be seeing a concert for some reason, I'm feeling. Now, that's just kind of an intuitive message. There might be a venue where there is a key speaker or something like that. Like, that's why I kind of felt concert, like a performance, something like that. And then maybe something happens after. But the other thing, too, is that Six of Wands does tell me that I feel like you're both going to feel recognized by each other, that both of you are going to feel like the other person really likes you. There's a lot of admiration that comes with the Six of Wands. Somebody's a victor. So I feel like both of you are going to feel mutually victorious in this situation. Like both of you are getting what you want out of this situation. You both are into each other equally, especially with the Devil there twice. Like you're on the same page, essentially. And that's really positive, right? Because you don't want to... Group number one, as an example, kind of had a situation in which their first kiss looks like it's going to be unrequited. And like maybe both of them aren't going to be feeling at the same level. This is not that energy. This is the energy of two people who have the same thing on their mind and they're coming together on the same kind of level. And again, it results in mutual energies. And that's positive because I feel like both of you are going to feel like quite victorious. And again, there might be a victory associated with this first kiss. It might have been like something that was almost nearly impossible. Like my first kiss with my husband, we met online in like 2003, early 2003, met up in August of 2003. And you know what I mean? There were a lot of documents, visas, blah, 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 blah. We thought we'd never see each other. And we were like just barely 18. You know what I mean? So it felt like a victory for us. You know what I mean? Because we went through so many struggles. So I do wonder if some of you are having that kind of struggle from travel as an example. Maybe some of you have met somebody you're asking about during COVID and you haven't been able to meet up or something. But yeah, definitely see that the energy is quite mutual. There's good chemistry between the two of you, and the kiss would be hot and heavy. Okay, and probably, like I said, 99.9% lead to something further than that. Okay, a little bit dirtier than just a chaste kiss. Okay, so group number 3. Tell me more about this. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Finances and career. Okay. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so to me, first of all, the 2 cards that we're seeing here. And again, I read, obviously the romance angels can be quite narrow in their meanings down here, so I don't tend to pay attention to it. And I do take them in context. With finances and career coming up to engagement, it makes me feel like, first of all, this card is about a higher level of commitment, right, and engagement. I feel like this kiss is going to result in you both coming attached to each other, okay? So this is not a hookup, as in like you hit it and quit it. I feel like both of you are going to find yourself really engaged with the other person and committed to the other person. In fact, I mean, with the Devil, at the worst, very worst case scenario, you could become addicted to each other, okay? Like literally, like not want to let each other out of your sights. That sort of thing. Like there might be really intense connection. Of course, with intense connections can come intense feelings, which can go kind of like a roller coaster sometimes. So, you know, that would be the only red flag I would see here. But I don't feel like, I feel like this is you're trying to make things happen. With give your relationship a chance engagement, it's like you're both trying to make something happen here. And I feel like it's against the odds or against the difficulties that come between the two of you. I feel like there's something here that kind of blocks this connection in some way, whether it's distance or circumstances. Yeah, that's what I'm really picking up here. So, what I like from the romance angels is we're not getting like lack of commitment. We're more getting that your first kiss is going to lead to a higher level of commitment or like a higher level of connection. So that's very nice. So group number 3's first kiss. Tell me more. Sorry about the walking in the background or the rooster. So the divination card's very interesting. Again, Divination's, especially the crystal ball there is kind of peering into the future. So I feel like that there is a future here. There's also a good chance here that there will be some sort of prediction given about this person, or you go to a reader about them, or something along those lines. There's that possibility there. But divination to me, that kind of represents the idea that there feels like to be a future and a connection, and you both know it as well. The other thing too is that I feel for many of you, this is sort of a manifestation of something that you've wanted. It's almost like, with group number one, I worried for them that perhaps they'd have an expectation in their mind and it wouldn't live up to that expectation. And with you guys, this almost feels like this situation, this kiss, it comes out exactly as you wanted, as you pictured it, or even better than you imagined. That's sort of how I feel about that, to be honest. And again, with divination, I feel like there will be probably quite a connection into which you're wanting to know every detail about the future and you're feeling quite attached to each other. So again, maybe that could be a red flag for some of you. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think it's natural when we're feeling attached to somebody to want to know about the outcome. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I feel like this is a first kiss that really feels intense and hot and heavy and is very, a lot of mutual chemistry, a lot of mutual attraction, and it leads to something more. And probably in the physical level, but also beyond just the physical, I feel like there will be a commitment made, or there will be a desire to, make that commitment. On both sides, by the way, mutual energy, so very nice. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, listening to this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you really liked it. Let me know in the comments below if you chose group number 3. And I'm just wishing you guys a very, very blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 4. If you chose this ring right here, pink topaz, this is your reading. So, I think this looks like quite a romantic stone. So, kind of curious as to what your first kiss will be like, whether it's with a specific person or you're asking about it generally, in a general sense. So let's go ahead and dig in and find out what's up. Okay. So we have mantra, medicine, command, song, incantation, containment. We also have the moon, the ace of swords, and the justice card. Well, first of all, that mantra medicine card, I feel like when you have your first kiss, is that there will be music playing in the background. Okay, so you're going to have some sort of atmosphere going on, whether you guys are listening to music together or there's music playing in the background, there will be music playing. That's one thing I'm really picking up strongly. With the moon and the ace of swords, I feel like there will be some sort of confusion that is cleared up with this first kiss. So I'm not sure, when I kind of try to rationalize, well, what would that be like? Why would that be? It may be that you're not sure this person likes you, or it could take you by surprise, or perhaps there's a little bit of a back and forth energy, maybe uncertainty. The moon is a beautiful card, but it can talk about secret admirers. An example, it might be that you find out some answers about someone that you thought liked you, but maybe you weren't quite sure. Maybe you thought, I'm intuitively feeling like they like me, but they're not really showing it. But this is like that sort of strike of information that comes in, and it's like, woo, I feel like this first kiss is definitely going to feel respectful, is one thing I would want to say. Yeah, very respectful and contained. I don't feel like, sorry if my stomach is growling and you can hear it. I need to eat lunch. I apologize. I always have this happen when I film. It's like the time I film of the day that I tend to film my channel readings, and it's like it coincides with my stomach growling. So frustrating. I probably should change that up, right? Anyway, the Justice card makes me feel like, and it's not just there, it's everything about this whole spread. I feel a strong level of respect and tradition. So like in group number 3, we get this like hot and heavy energy. Your group is more like chaste and traditional. I feel like, first of all, it's going to bring it's going to answer a lot of questions that you have, or it's going to answer any confusion you have. Maybe you're wondering whether you really like someone or not, and then you kind of get this sort of, you're able to make that judgment after the kiss, as an example. I don't really see the outcome here, per se, of where the kiss will lead, but I do feel like there's a good flow, like I said, and I do feel like there is a sense of containment. So it's not something that's kind of rushing out of like the sides and going crazy. Like, I don't feel like it's going to turn into something like crazy that night or that day. I think it's going to be at night, by the way. Sorry, I said night, because I do feel like with the moon here, it's indicating that it'll be an evening situation. Yeah. There's a good chance for a lot of you too that you might meet this person in the evening, kiss, and then spend all night together until sunrise. That's very strong here, I feel, for a lot of you. So this feels like the type of all-nighter where you guys hang out, but it's chaste and it doesn't go further than the kiss, okay? So that's one thing I'll say. I don't feel like any of you will hook up with this person. The kiss won't lead to more encounter. It's more going to be like, if you don't spend the whole night together, you will go home texting each other like all night, that sort of thing. But I feel like this really answers a lot of questions for you and brings a lot of insights and understandings. So I'm assuming that there must be some sort of confusion regarding this person before, you have this kiss. Now, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe there are certain factors between the two of you that are kind of hindering. Again, some of you might be quite religious watching, and you would never go past something chaste for the first, kiss. And maybe there's a respect there because there are moral beliefs or something along those lines. I know that there are a good portion of you that are going to say this sounds effing boring, and that's okay. Maybe choose a different group. But again, religious factors can also point to, what I'm feeling too is that there might be a situation in which you have an official kind of deal with this person. Like maybe you know them in a way that is not cohesive to like dating. Like you don't meet this person on some sort of dating thing. It's like you might have an official relationship, or the relationship is somewhat on the official side, and it's like you come into this like heart to heart. I really get the vibes here of like talking all night. Like like where you park a car and you just talk and watch the sunrise. Like that's the vibes I'm getting. Now, obviously, not everyone is going to, but there's a good chance that some of you could literally be in the car listening to music when this happens, and you kind of talk, and that, you know what I mean, essentially. Now, for the other group of you, like I said, it might be a chaste kiss. You go home, and you have, like, this sort of separation, but you guys are talking a lot and keeping it, contained like that. But I feel like generally, it is a good eye-opening experience. Like somehow this kiss really brings out some good conversation to where both of you are really telling it all. So for some of you that might be really desirable to hear, because maybe you're asking about somebody that there is a lot of confusion with. Well, this kiss would definitely clear up a lot of confusion, and a lot of like things would come out, a lot of things would be shared. I think the vulnerability would make both people able to kind of talk about what's really going on. And there's a good chance with separation here that, again, you guys will have to go your separate ways as well. So maybe there's some sort of talk there. That could come from numerous factors. I don't want to really push any agenda or any storyline too hard because it might not resonate with everyone. But as an example, like maybe it's like before someone moves, as an example, and goes away to college, or, that sort of thing. And then it's like, that this is happening and there will be a separation, or someone's going to move soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more about group number 4's. Oh, nice. Well, we have affection and longevity. Wow. So one thing that I feel like the first kiss will produce is you guys talking about the longevity of the connection. Religious factors. So, one thing that I associate with religious factors is I think in every major religion in the world, relationships are kind of meant to be long term or followed in a certain way. And the fact that that came out, longevity came out, really makes me feel like you guys are looking toward the long term future with this person. And maybe again, there'll be talks about that. It's going to bring up like about what you really want for the long term. There, again, the heart to hearts, I really just see like the two of you really discussing your future, sharing a lot. And again, we have affection here with sorrel. So it's so beautiful because I feel like it'll be a very affectionate kiss. Taurus is there. And Taurus is, what is a ruler? It's Venus. Venus is all about romance, love, affection, and very like sensuous and like nice. I would say that there's a lot of mutual affection going on, and I would say the first kiss would be nice and just sweet, essentially. And like I said, I do feel the sense of like wanting to look toward the future here as well. So I like that because it doesn't feel like a hit it and quit it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like both of you are mutually interested in each other. There's a lot of heart to hearts. It's not just like hot, moments. It's about really connecting on a heart to heart level and really thinking about it in traditional terms. I feel like both of you aren't coming into this kiss thinking like, I think both of you have some sort of respect for relationship, and perhaps even some of you might find that you're very much protective of your energy. And this might just be for a few of you, but some of you might be really protective over who you swap your energy with. And I feel like there's no fear with this person. Like your fears are alleviated, and you understand this is a person you can connect to in a good way. So that is your reading. I like this one. This was fun. Let me know in the comments below if you chose group number 4. Commenting and liking always helps, so I appreciate any activity you can give me. But thank you guys so much for your support and your kindness, and I wish each and every one of you watching here a very, very blessed day ahead. Take care, and bye-bye.